Hi, I'm Kurt Merriweather, VP of Products and Innovation and a co-founder of the Diversity Movement. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I've been doing work to present around DEI topics for the last year and a half, and that history even goes back to Procter & Gamble when I was one of the leaders fresh out of school in Procter & Gamble's employee resource groups. I presented virtually in the course of doing this work over the last year and a half. I just recently did a keynote for Just Brands talking about the state of diversity, equity, and inclusion and justice and what the role of organizations is as it relates to being involved proactively in social justice causes. And so that was a well-attended event. Had an opportunity to be on the same speaking roster as folks from Pepsi and 3M and other companies of that scale. And what I want to do to engage the audience in this discussion, in this conversation, is to use polls and chat and a variety of techniques to make sure the discussion is interactive. So I want to have a good sense of where people stand on a variety of different issues, to introduce polls to make sure the content is targeted. During the conversation, want to make sure we have opportunity for question and answer. So we address things in real time. We want to make sure that this session is relevant. So we don't want this to be purely a presentation where there's no interaction, but we want this to be a dialogue with the audience. And the content that I want to discuss is around DEI and innovation, thinking about innovation not just from a technology perspective, but thinking about innovation from a business model perspective. So what are companies doing to make sure that they can innovate by having the right people in the right positions that have the right access to make sure that they're part of decision-making processes? And how does that flow through to the employer brand when organizations are hiring? How does that relate to the community brand when folks are having opportunities to build their skills? We'll talk about innovation more directly as it relates to technology, but also thinking about supplier diversity as a way to create innovation in the organization. And then lastly, we'll talk about innovating for consumers and making sure, or customers, and making sure that your teams mirror the people that you're trying to reach. And then we'll have demonstrations of technology that we've happened to develop with the diversity movement to provide examples of how we can scale engagement. We'll also lift examples of other organizations that are doing things that are unique to root out bias in the hiring process as an example, and talk about entrepreneurship as a way to make sure that DEI and innovation stay top of mind, because that's important not only to jumpstart our economy based on what we're seeing right now, but to make sure the best ideas are coming to the table and that we're able to put the best talent in the right positions to be successful in organizations. So those are the things that we're going to want to talk about. I'm excited about the opportunity to present and look forward to hearing back from you soon. Have a great day.